8:15 on a hazy Saturday morning. We're already in the 70s in many parts of Colorado Springs early this morning. 72 at last check at Aba Eye Care. We have the hazy conditions in place that we've had the last several days. Again, the haze coming from a lot of fires that are burning in other parts of the west. A little bit too wet around here to have to deal with that this year, but we're still seeing some of the smoke. Turkey Creek right now, 73. Great look there towards the south along Highway 115 around Fort Carson. Again, there's very little cloud cover in the sky, but you certainly can pick out that haziness that's out there. Now, Pueblo, we're doing all right temperature-wise, hovering around 70 now at the Pueblo Chieftain Studio, having a tough time seeing the wet mountains in the distance. The wind is calm at that spot at the moment, but it has been breezy at times already this morning. So 60s and 70s, very commonly found in eastern Colorado. You get up into the higher terrain, that's where we have 40s and 50s in place. The air is pretty dry right now, so it should warm up very quickly here the rest of the morning, and by lunchtime we'll be in the 80s and 90s. Skycast is not showing much cloud cover at that point, so you'll be baking in the sun if you're out and about today. Keep the sunscreen handy, have a lot of water around, all the usual things to try to keep yourself cool. During the afternoon, Skycast starts to show a few showers out here over the mountains, south and west of, say, Alamosa, and then some clouds and maybe a few showers trying to develop over the Pikes Peak region as the leading edge of that cooler air begins to filter into northern parts of our coverage area. Highs before that front gets here right around 90 in Colorado Springs, mid to upper 90s along the Arkansas River. Might have upper 80s in northeastern Colorado. We're expecting 60s and 70s for the higher terrain, 80s for the southern valleys. Now, between that 3 and 6 o'clock time frame, that's when this cold front's going to start sliding south pretty quickly across the area. We might have some wind gusts at this time, about 25 miles an hour. Now, Skycast doesn't show much in the way of thunderstorm activity. I do think we're going to have a broken line of storms that will extend out a little farther north and east than what you see on this map. But it's not going to rain everywhere today. We don't have a lot of water in the air, so we wouldn't expect heavy rain. But some gusty wind, brief showers, and frequent lightning could roll through the area here late this afternoon and early this evening before winding down tonight, leaving us with a partly cloudy sky. And when you wake up tomorrow morning, I think you'll notice the cooler air has settled in. Tomorrow, I think we'll be around 50 at daybreak in Colorado Springs with a high only in the mid-70s. Now, the cooler air won't stick around long. We'll get right back into the mid to upper 80s Monday through Wednesday, and then increasingly thunderstorms should start to redevelop across the area. By Wednesday and Thursday, we could have some potential for some heavier rain. Pueblo will take the edge off the heat for you tomorrow as well. A very nice 82 degrees. We'll follow that up with mid-90s on Monday and Tuesday. Maybe you like that stuff, but you know, sometimes it can get a little old. Anyway, we're going there. But we get a couple of nights in the 50s before it happens. Wednesday and Thursday could bring you some storms again. Canyon City, temperatures tomorrow right around 80 degrees, then back up to near 90 Monday and Tuesday. And we won't cool too much Wednesday and Thursday. I mean, the numbers come down a little because we'll have more clouds around and probably a better chance for some showers. But it'll also be humid, so I'm not sure it'll feel much better. Overnight lows will get back into the 60s, so it'll start to get warm at night again. Mountain communities, highs in the 60s tomorrow. Might get close to 80 on Monday. Then tail back into the low to mid-70s as the storms return the rest of next week. As is the case with Colorado Springs, I think Wednesday and Thursday are the 2 days that we have to watch for maybe some heavy rain around the area.
Gotcha.
But in the meantime, it's the stuff today, probably going to be more wind than rain. Okay.
So we have today to get through because it's so warm, and then we have a little break for tomorrow for those of us who, you know, want the cooler temperatures to come about. Yeah? All right, Marty. Thanks so much for the heads up.
You're welcome.